Dubrovnik. Thank you for joining our session today. I'm Svetlana Alestratova, Head of Digital at Vivanti Europe. This is my LinkedIn profile. I'm not so active in social media, but anyway, you can find me there. Hope you love QR codes.
Hi, Mauricio. I'm based in Basel. I'm very happy to be here with you today.
So, today you will know more about us, even if you didn't want to. We will also touch on such a unique topic as AI and discuss where we can already apply it. And finally, we will share the information what's coming up. Let's start.
Okay, a bit about AI. Sorry, was that for you? Huh? Yeah, so a bit about myself. I'm Mauricio. I've been like 20 plus years in pharma, working in different roles in different companies from Pfizer, MSD, and now at Novartis, and working on digital transformation, mainly IT, and really looking into AI for many, many years. And I'm going to share a bit about my experience and also the experience working with Vivanti.
Thank you. I have been working for Vivanti for more than 8 years. I know I look young, but anyway, it's true. Our focuses are development of creative digital content in any format, possible and sometimes even impossible. So the examples of possible formats are CLM, Viva-approved emails, 2D, 3D graphic, VR, AR, etc. And I know you want to know more about impossible format. Well, once we were asked to make a hologram of a key opinion leader for the Congress. And we made it in tough deadlines, of course. We used to stand on 3 whales, and it looks like recently we have found the 4th whale, called AI. And we started actively use it, not because of the hype, but because we believe that these technologies are the future. And today, you will see why.
You know, what I like to introduce a bit into what really AI mean. A lot has been said. AI is in the press everywhere, and the social media, everyone is talking about AI. But I haven't seen much on to bring in the big context. And reality is that AI has been first mentioned like somewhere in the 1960s. So we have probably many, many years, like 60, 70 years of AI research going on. Personally, I've been in the year 2000 in a research lab back in Argentina doing AI with mobile platform. And reality at the time, anytime you need to do your research, you need to feed the system manually mostly. You recruit students all over, and the computation power was minimum, and you need to really squeeze every byte of the coding to make it reality. And that was the case until probably 15 years ago. What massively has shifted is that actually now we have massive amount of data, we have massive amount of computing power for a lower cost, and reality is that this allows that everyone can get benefit of that. And in the graph you can see like the 3 main buckets of what you can call data and analytics work. And on one side you have like what I call more the daddy of the data analytics, that is the data engineering. It's all the data injection, like all the refinement. In the big data circle, you have the subset of data engineering that take care of all these big unstructured, most of the time, data volumes that allow that the data become available for the mummy of the circle that is artificial intelligence. And then you have here like the kid of the block, right? The data science, where you really do all the cool stuff. And what the most important thing working with data science for many years is the good one, they start by the problem, defining what are we solving for, what is the key question of the business to answer, rather than starting with the cool technology that to utilize. When we go into artificial intelligence, that is the topic for today, pretty much we have like these 2 inner circles, right? We can have machine learning that pretty much you need to do some manual intervention, and you have the deep learning where the machine learns by itself. And probably you might think, okay, this is rocket science, it's just available right now, and it's not the case. Actually, you have been using that for many years already, because every time you go to Amazon, you go to any online store, you get suggestions. And deep learning is normally most of the kind of data injection that is being done through that. So this is a bit of a high-level picture that I want to share with you. And sorry, the wrong button. When we think about today AI, right? And many times when we talk about all this generative AI, hype that started just a few months ago. And reality is that now what we are seeing is a big trend that it's not showing well in the graph, but 39% of the people when this survey was done is seen as the main change driver for their business, and basically followed by big data. So it's again the daddy of the trinity of data analytics. So we do see like a big interest, and this gonna hopefully not only be a hype, but also materializing in business value. And what we see is good promising numbers into the trends of the business value proposition of AI. When this survey was conducted, they identified that 26% of the marketing and sales operation is already done with some intervention of AI, where the result of the survey also showed that 35% of those cases saw an increase on the income and return of investment positive for the investment on AI. So definitely is value into what AI can bring to our business. And when we look into that, we don't need necessarily to look into rocket science, but more into pragmatic way to implement AI, things that are practically useful, that can really deliver value right away into a specific way that Svetlana can help us as well to learn more about it later on. So here we put 3 examples, right, into 3 existing platforms that you're probably familiar, are not the only one, but there are 3 ones that in pharma are kind of highlighted. So you have Salesforce Einstein that recently launched the ChatGPT type of service on top of Einstein that allow you to do kind of queries where you can really get automation on generative type of way. IBM Watson is more on the data science part. It has been doing a lot of research, especially on the healthcare space. There's amazing case studies on how Watson has been able to track, especially on big data and data science issues. And when you look into Viva, there's also a component of several products on Viva that has been launched, where you have Andy, you have Nitro that has been complemented the suite to really make it accessible. Right now, what we see is the main trend that everybody's aware is the use of ChatGPT, BART. You have seen like all this generative AI. And what we see in the trend is that actually ChatGPT was the highest number of users, the fastest company who reached the 100,000 users in only 2 months. And that basically, 100 million users. And that was only achieved in 2 months in comparison with the other platform that we have in the chart that took much longer of that. So definitely we do see an acceleration of the adoption of this type of tool. Definitely we do see also the fact that there's a specific business need context that can be utilized, but most of the cases that personally I have seen is not applicable for pharma. But that doesn't mean that AI is not applicable for pharma, but not potentially as the raw way that other industry can apply ChatGPT out of the box, right? And that way, I think that partners can help us to figure out more about how to apply AI into specific case studies that can really deliver value out of the door. So, Svetlana.
Thank you. So let's go to the practice. We tested popular AI tools to figure out what can already be done with AI. So generative AI will improve your text and make it more personal. It will also help with creativity, slogans, naming, video scripts, and you can build in virtual assistant to your website or mobile application. With cutting-edge AI tools, you can even check brand loyalty. So the models based on large languages, large language models will allow you to create abstracts and summarize articles for you. Text-to-image models will generate nice pictures and backgrounds that you can use for your digital campaigns. But on the other hand, if you ask to write own article, The text might be unreliable and the list of sources might be fake. Please don't expect anatomical accuracy in generated pictures. And the quality of such pictures might be not enough to use them in printed materials. By the way, while we were working on this presentation, the new version of Midjourney was released and new AI tools appeared that makes better pictures. So it demonstrates how fast AI technologies are improving. And we recommend to make own research time to time. So in the same way, you can produce short, funny videos. And it's also possible to add time codes and subtitles for your videos. But it's better not to try creating videos with mechanism of action. And also, don't make translations, final versions of translations to different languages without proofreading from specialists, from human specialists. Actually, to be honest, all the things that you generating with AI now should be additionally checked carefully with human specialists. Let's consider how AI already improves customer engagement in other industries. So Dunkin' drove 238% higher engagement with audio that was dynamically integrated at content to what the user was listening to. And this is amazing. Another example, AI allows to study people's attitude towards text and to offer the solutions that boost engagement. The diagram demonstrates that one message could significantly change the attitude to the whole campaign. This is the example from fashion industry, but let's go to pharma reality. Let's get back. So this year, Vivanti Europe conducted a survey with pharma marketers. And as a result, we received 100 interviews, audio records, with 45 duration each. And our in-house marketers spent 4 months to listen to all these records and to summarizing the data. Then we conducted the experiment, how fast could AI do the same job? And the result was amazing. We could have saved 4 months. What else? We are creating virtual HCPs. So we train AI to act like real physicians. As a result, we will be able to test hypotheses immediately. Focus groups would be much more expensive. And finally, we are also training AI to act as HCP with heavy character. So it means that we will use it to train new medical representatives. As a result, they will be happy to go to the real fields after such practice. We will quickly discuss what's coming soon. OpenAI announced business subscription. So it means like looks like your data will be more safe. We will see. Also, we are looking forward to the next version of GPT model, GPT-5. It's coming, it should finish training in December. And more AI tools are coming. They will help to increase your productivity and save your time. So, thank you for your attention, and we are saying bye to you with our AI-generated friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to open to if there
Any
are
questions, maybe?
I do have a question actually. So thank you for the presentation, very interesting. So you were talking about some, I would say, generic models for Watson, for IBM, Salesforce also has one that's used. So the pharma industry is different, right? So the way that there is a very complex simulations, problematizations, that cannot be analyzed with the generic ones. So do you think that's the success, the reason of the success driver would be the personalization, also the verticalization of that solution into the pharma?
And just for things that are real, concrete, added value. This is not rocket science. Actually, I have seen suggestion working already in my last job, in my previous company, for Israel specifically. There was a very specific use case of using Einstein specifically to give suggestion to the rep based on the traffic. So the rep has a plan based on the frequency and has a certain physician to visit. And basically in Israel, in Tel Aviv, the traffic is awful. And if you take it in the wrong direction, you can spend 2 hours on the car. So suggestion was including map information to really give the optimal route, saving like up to 4 hours per day to the rep to do the right order on the physician rather in the wrong order. So my question, my answer is probably take those things that really are concrete, added value, and they're not necessarily like compliance to take like 6 months or 1 year to debate about the viability of that. Because when you build momentum and credibility, then the compliance, legal, medical conversation goes, in my experience, more smoothly.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is regarding training our internal employees, like from marketing and medical. Do you think there is a need of training our employees in terms of artificial intelligence, like upskill them in this topic? Or?
Definitely. I think that it's going to be a skill that we all need to, even the school kids, they need it. First, because actually otherwise you might be doing things that are undesirable, because actually feeding right now the open source, like Svetlana was saying, if you feed like ChatGPT with your corporate data, you can get into deep trouble. And you really need to understand how this model work, that they are not magic. And I have seen like, also I'm a bit concerned because actually now they say that AI is hallucinating, like giving some connotation to AI that are completely wrong, because actually it's a technical method, it's a program that actually might have bugs, but it's not hallucinating, right? So we need to be very serious on how we treat it, and I think that there's a lot of discussion on the open, and that is very positive, because also education, policy need to come along with the evolution of AI, definitely. So, yeah, and companies also are taking the measures as well, because actually at Novartis, and I'm sure every pharma, already was a big topic in every committee, in every compliance and data security. What about AI? Because everyone went into, okay, now we use AI, and yeah, I think that is a big topic. So.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.